The Titanic was more than a ship. It was a marvel of the early 20th century. Built with the finest materials and state-of-the-art technology, many believed it was unsinkable. With its grand staircases, luxurious dining rooms, and rooms fit for royalty, it was the height of luxury on water. But beneath all the glamour was a story that would shock the world. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on its way to New York City. It carried more than 2,200 passengers, from wealthy families to immigrants hoping for a new life in America. But just 4 days later, disaster struck. It was a dark, cold night in the North Atlantic. The sea was calm, the stars were bright, and the ship sailed ahead at full speed. Around 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, a lookout spotted something chilling in the distance, a massive iceberg right in the ship's path. The crew tried to steer the Titanic away, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along the ship's side, opening its hull. Water began flooding into the lower compartments. At first, many didn't understand the danger. Some were laughing, thinking it was just a small bump. But as the water rose, panic set in. The ship's designer, Thomas Andrews, knew the truth. Titanic was doomed. The ship could only stay afloat if 4 of its compartments were flooded, but now 5 were filling fast. The crew quickly started loading lifeboats, but there was a heartbreaking problem. There weren't enough. Titanic only had enough lifeboats for about half of its passengers. Women and children were given priority. Families were separated, many saying goodbye for the last time. Some men tried to act brave, helping others get to safety, while others couldn't hold back their fear. The band, in an act of courage, played music to calm people. Their final song, "Nearer My God to Thee," became a haunting melody of that night. As the ship tilted, lights flickered and then went dark. The Titanic split in two and began its final descent into the freezing ocean. In those final minutes, passengers clung to anything they could find. Some managed to get into lifeboats, others grabbed debris, fighting to survive in the icy water. But for many, the cold was unforgiving. In the end, over 1,500 people lost their lives. Only about 700 survived, rescued hours later by the ship Carpathia. The sinking of the Titanic left the world in shock. It was a story of tragedy, bravery, and sorrow, a reminder that even the greatest creations can fall. Today, the Titanic rests at the bottom of the Atlantic, a silent witness to a night that changed history. Thanks for exploring history with us. If you love uncovering incredible stories from the past, don't forget to subscribe. Join the Archive Pulse and never miss a chapter of history's hidden tales.